Hey, this is Dan from the Hairline Crease blog at baseballcardstorenj.com. And I'm opening a box I got the other day, the Eastern Show of 2012 Upper Deck Goodwin Champions. Really one of the few Upper Deck products I still buy because basically they don't make a lot of baseball products anymore since they lost their MLB license. Now, because of that, the cards have ball players, but they're actually all sports. Some of them are just downright weird sometimes. You can see right on the cover, you got Michael Jordan, you got Bo Jackson practicing archery. So guys, current players aren't pictured in their uniform because of that problem. And they got like weird inserts. You know, a guy I know got a redemption for a giant insect. That's what these are, the entomology cards. And there's a bunch of other kind of wacky inserts. Goodwin, based largely on the brand, based largely around those cards from the late 1800s, tobacco style cards. Alright, so I got a World Traveler box topper, Mexico City. I don't know if I'll be visiting there, but apparently it's the career center of Mexico. And not part of the 31 states in the country. Yeah, learn something new every day. Alright. Here's the packs. Look for hand-signed autographs and memorabilia from superstar athletes. Let's see what I got. We see Tim Brown recently got hosed in the Football Hall of Fame vote. Aaron Rodgers in a nice suit rather than a uniform. Got Michael Jordan mini, giant piece of cardboard. Here's John Ringling of the Circus. John Kruk hitting in a suit. Reminds me of those old Score studio cards. Can't say I love the design. There's Barry Sanders. The painting style things are nice, but Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. It's the current player, Rosario, on a mini. Ricky Carmichael, Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple Computers. Alright, hockey player Luc Robitaille. I got a redemption for an entomology card. I don't know if that means I'll be getting a bug. Let me see. I've made a reservation for an entomology card. Entomology specimens. Oh, so I did get a bug. Okay, great. It's a weird set. Billy Bitter. Bob Gibson. Trey Hardy. Give you an idea what the backs look like. Tobacco style backs. Alright, moving right along. Alan Bean, astronaut. Alistair Overeem. Brian Ching. No idea who that is. Prolific Ford. Soccer again. Okay. Herschel Walker. Looking like he wants to take on Mike Tyson, which is the wrong sport. Whatever. Landon Donovan. Herschel should have learned from Jose Canseco and Bo Jackson about these shirtless glamour shots. Landon Donovan, Garrett Gomez, a jockey, Alex Burks, Christian Ponder, actually doing something related to the sport in which he plays. Way to go, Upper Deck. Kenny Perry, Gene Woodland, Richard Petty. Mary Eve Dufault. A battleship. Charles White. No idea who that is. Oh, okay. Football player. Elgin Baylor. Norris Cole. Lady Luck card of Matt Packer. Natalie Gulbis. Jim McMahon in his fur coat, mid-80s Bears glory. Brian Bosworth. Justin Blackman. Minnie of Baylor. Dodgers minority owner Magic Johnson. Justin Johnson. Steve Stricker. LT looking like he's getting ready to coach, which, given his felonies, he probably won't be able to do. An M26 Pershing. The tank that took over the Sherman after World War II. During World War II. Larry Johnson. Well, at least he's holding a uniform. That's close. Sam Cassell doing I don't know what. Fred Couples. The Hulkster. Bill Haas mini. Bobby Orr giving a press conference. Nancy Lopez. I have no idea who that is. 77, late 70s LPGA champ, I guess. Brian Leach giving some sort of, I don't know, presidential address. I'm not sure. Taylor Knox. Ray Bork in what appears to be an actual hockey uniform, so we'll put this with the good ones. Sidney Crosby. Warren Moon reflecting on something. Jason Kidd with a basketball. Dominic Wilkins with a basketball rim. Doing great here. Levi Buenberg, and an example of a card they shouldn't have bothered to make. Payne Stewart, doing his best to look like a golfer from the 1800s. Alright, uniform piece of Warren Moon. Looks like his Oilers uniform or one of them. Very cool. Alright, uniform piece of someone I've heard of. Actual 1800 sportsman, Sam Thompson. Lou Brock, in his best Civil War era bow tie. A little known fact about Brock, it wasn't easy to steal bases with that giant bow tie on. Jeremy Warrener. Ernie Banks, dressed up as an umpire for some reason. Joe Gons, who I really hope is a boxer. Garrett Eldemir. Larry Robinson, about to punch you in the face. Billy Bean, doing what appears to be a panel on, I don't know, Moneyball maybe. Steve Nash. Jim O'Rourke, 1800s ball player. Colin Kaepernick. The princess over in England. Johnny Bench, playing the wrong sport. Mary Eve Dufault. Alright. Canadian Auto Racing. Upper Deck. Bringing you autographs you could probably get on the street yourself. Brett Hull. Bill Haas. Blaine Gabbard. With tribute to 1980s movies, I guess. Oh, a football player in a football uniform. Newt Rockney. Put that in the good pile. John Elway. Mini. Dale Howardchuck. Paul Coffey. Enjoying a casual dinner. Perhaps after his hockey game. Steve Carlton. On the phone with the sweetheart. Tim Howard. Matt Schuser. Byron Nelson. Actually playing golf. A plus. Oscar Robertson. Steven Jackson. Going on a job interview, perhaps post-football. Clint Dempsey. Abby Wambach. Ryan Strome, hockey player, piece of uniform. Chris Singleton. Jimmer Fredette. Oh my goodness. John Elway in, I don't know, a bizarre 1980s tribute to something. Jack Morris celebrating Detroit's World Series win, I guess. Jack London, the poet. Dan Marino doing his Will Ferrell impression, I guess. It's the worst Marino picture I've ever seen. Mateo Manasaro. Martin Lard. Someone really hates Pete Rose. So I guess this is Pete Rose in his, I don't know, late 80s New Jersey mobster attire. Tristan Thompson. Adrian Dantley. Oh my god. A hockey player playing hockey. Mario Lemieux. And last but not least, Carlton Fisk. Driving his favorite convertible. Alright, thank you for joining me for the box break of this highly eclectic Upper Deck product. 2012 Goodwin Champions. Some cards are great. I think Upper Deck does run the risk of, just like Topps Allen and Ginter, getting a little too weird sometimes. But it's their show. I'll catch you next time. Again, it's Dan at BaseballCardStoreNJ.com.